Good morning, students. Welcome to English composition class. Today we are going to learn about dialogue writing. Students, please note, write down all the points and the example given here in your composition notebook. So let's begin with the introduction for dialogue writing. Dialogue writing means an oral conversation between or among people. Now, dialogue writing means that two persons are talking or a group of people is talking. So, dialogue writing means an oral conversation between or among people. The next is, while doing dialogue writing, attention should be paid that all the sentences are made in the first person. Now, what does first person means? That is, the sentences should include the words like I, we, mine, my, etc. Okay. Moving on to the next slide, that is points to remember. What points you should remember while doing dialogue writing? In the examination, if in question two characters are given, that means a question is for two characters, that is, for example, teacher and student, then you have to write at least 4 dialogues for each character. That means 4 for teacher and 4 for student. So in all, 8 dialogues will be there. If 3 to 4 characters are given, that means a question is there and you are asked to write down a dialogue between 3 to 4 characters, that is 3 to 4 people, then you have to write 2 to 3 dialogues per character. The last point is, so there should be 8 to 9 dialogues in dialogue writing. So when you are going to write down dialogue writing, you should remember that there should be 8 to 9 dialogues in the dialogue writing. Let's see the example. Now the question is, write some dialogues of conversation between a principal and student. Now this question is asking to write down a dialogue between a principal and a student. So how we will write? Let's see. First, here the principal is starting conversation. Principal is saying good morning students. Student will be replying. So we have written student is saying good morning ma'am, and any conversation you can write down. Here I have taken my points. You can write down any conversation, but it should be sensible. Are we having some celebrations in the school? The student is asking from the principal that do we have some celebrations in the school? Now the principal is replying, tomorrow is 5th June. So we are going to have a tree plantation ceremony in the school. That means principal is responding to the student, replying to the student that we have tree plantation ceremony in the school on account of 5th June. Okay, student is saying, can we bring sapling from home for planting? Now the student is very curious. He is asking principal that can we bring sapling for planting? Now the principal is replying, no, I don't think so. Principal is saying that I don't think so, you need to bring. We have enough plants for each class. Principal is saying that we have enough plants to give to each class. The last one is student is saying, thank you ma'am. It will be a great experience for all of us to do such work. At last, the student is being polite and saying thank you for giving such a great experience, and this will benefit us. This will give a great experience by doing such work, that is by tree plantation. They will learn a lot. So with this we complete the example of dialogue writing, and now it's time for worksheet. So children, do the following worksheet in your notebook. First question is, a student is found doing wrong by your principal. A student is found doing something wrong. Write the conversation between the principal and the student in principal's office in the form of dialogue. Now here you need to write 4 dialogues for each, that is 4 for principal, 4 for student. And this dialogue is going on in principal's office. The next question is, you have sudden pain in your stomach and you are rushed to the physician. Now you are having some pain in your stomach and immediately you are rushed to the physician. Write the dialogue you had with the doctor. Now, whatever conversation was there between you and the doctor, you have to write that. Okay, so these are two examples which you have to solve in your notebook. With this, we complete dialogue writing, and I hope everything was clear. So, we will start with the new topic in our next video. Thank you.